Time to talk about these two babies. This is Destination X 2013, and I'm your special guest host, former and retired independent wrestler Petey. We're talking about the X Division's most exciting pay-per-view of the year. And I got you guys a little quote. You might not understand it. I'll explain it in a little bit. Let's talk about these two fine belts right here. This is the X Division title, obviously vacated as Thursday night officially by Chris Sabin, who now gets a world title shot. I read on Dixie Carter's Twitter off a pro wrestling website, prowrestling.net, I believe it is, that we will see guys like Homicide, Petey Williams, Matic, who I like to say is Suicide still, somewhere. If you didn't know, Bad Influence played the original Suicide. Chavo Guerrero, I remember he was in there. Sanjay Dutt, they'll all be competing. I'm assuming since she only named 8 names, we're going to have like one singles match. I'm going to say the Bound for Glory series is put on hold here. The Knockouts are put on hold here. Speaking of the Bound for Glory series, I want to congratulate Magnus for getting a 49 to some would have to say nothing, and Joseph Park would have to say -10 lead. That's almost, he's 50 points higher than Joseph Park. I mean, this guy can definitely see him considered for the No Surrender pay-per-view. There's no Surrender pay-per-view. But you can see him, I guess they're going to do it like X Division X, where we're going to have one pay-per-view. So, speaking of that, I've said since the day that AJ Styles lost his qualifier match, Triple Threat Turning Point, where he got pinned by Storm, that he'd be holding on to this belt after he wins Bound for Glory. But who's going to have the championship? There was a Main Event Mafia is calling out for a brawl. And I think that brawl is definitely going to happen during the main event for this title between Sabin and Bully. And I have that reference. So it looks like I don't really do anything here. Except get references for you. So, Bully... so that's where the Mafia and the Aces and Eights are going to go at it. I'm going to go on a couple of hints that maybe Jeff Hardy's part of the Mafia. Who else? I had another name for the Mafia. I can't think of it right now. Hulk Hogan can always be part of the Mafia, but I don't think so. Oh, there was somebody else. Who did the guy? Maybe Abyss. I haven't heard from him in a while. But there was somebody. I was thinking about it while I was watching Impact. Oh, Sabin, obviously. Sabin could be part of the Main Event Mafia. So, now we got the World Championship match. It's going to be Bully Ray versus Chris Sabin. And it's all because he cashed in his X Division title. Choice A, you got 3 choices on that. Don't forget. You got choice A, cash in the title with nothing. You got choice B, don't do anything, and you got choice C, cash it in and get this. So, the X Division title can obviously the rest on the lap because there's no need for it anymore. So, we got this heavyweight title on the line. Now, my little reference is from the Disney show Jessie. We got Detroit, Michigan, where I'm not going to go in the show fully, and Cameron Boyce and Peyton have no affiliation here. So, these are not their opinions. I'm just using their character, Luke and Emma, to make a little cheap reference. Thank you very much for Peyton List and Cameron Boyce for playing the characters that gave me this little reference. So, as we know, Detroit, Michigan is the hometown of Chris Sabin, who will be challenging for the Intercontinental title, the World Heavyweight title. Luke is adopted on the show from Detroit. So, if you're on Team Sabin, you're on Team Luke. GP there. Just because I feel bad about using their references. Cameron Boyce is in a movie. He's in Grown Ups too. Wrestling fans, Stone Cold's in it. I haven't seen the movie yet, but, I mean, as much as I'm using their names, at least his name, I'm just going to say, just go see Grown Ups too. That's my little promotion for you, Cameron. And that's why I'm allowed to use your name. He didn't say it. I'm just going to make that little deal with the internet fans. Like, it really matters. Who watches Petey Nice? Well, I guess you are. And I thank you. So, Chris Sabin, Luke, Detroit, Sabin, and Luke our Team Detroit, Team Sabin, Team Luke. Emma is from New York. So Team Emma goes with President Broly Ray from Aces and Eights, who's from New York. Thank you, Peyton List. I don't think you were in any of the recent Tyler Kid movies, but wherever you're in, go watch her. Yeah, she's very good, a talented actress. Actually, she's an actress. She's a woman. So thank you for those. Thank you, Cameron Boyce and Peyton List, for that one. Thank you, Jesse, for that. No sucking up going on here, even though people do know I want to try to get into Disney. I really just use that as a reference because it's Detroit, Team Luke, Chris Sabin, Emma, Team Emma is from New York, and then President Bully Ray is also from New York. I think I had to stop talking about this now because I had to get into the match because Money in the Bank is actually on in a little less than a half an hour. So, one more thing about that. I forget. Now I'm forgetting my thoughts because I was on that long rampage with those Jesse Cass. So the World Heavyweight title, I definitely see Sabin winning this again. Not again, for the first time becoming a Triple Crown winner. Sabin has both his knees replaced, and I think this is time for the Sabin to come home with the X Division title. So they're going to have their match, they're going to start, and I think the Mafia's going to get involved, and the Aces and Eights. In the end, we're going to see all hail Sabin. And Sabin's coming home with the world title. We're getting it back. Mafia versus Aces and Eights. SummerSlam. Bound for Glory. AJ Styles versus Chris Sabin. Bound for Glory series winning match. Maybe even Rampage Jackson versus Kurt Angle. And you get two other guys in for the match. I say Taz is in the match. Yeah, I call for it. Taz is in the match. I don't really think this could probably be the last time we see the heavyweight title defended until Bound for Glory. So this is going to be good. So thank you. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Stay nice for disability rights. When you cash this in, you get this. All hail Sabin.